Well, it's been an honor and a privilege to serve this president in this country. I will never be able to thank the president enough for what he has been able to allow me to do. I had a great opportunity to have some tremendous folks on a team here that work tirelessly to promote the president's agenda. I'm leaving it in capable hands with both Anthony and Sarah Sanders, who has been just a tremendous partner and will continue to do the president in this country a great job.
All right, walk us through what happened. And from what I understand, and all the reports are, the president did not want you to go. Tell us what happened.
He didn't. He's been very gracious throughout this process. He wanted to bring some new folks in to help rev up the communications operation. And after reflection, my decision was to recommend to the president that I give Anthony and Sarah a clean slate to start from so that they can talk about the president's agenda and help move it forward. And he, after some back and forth, understood that the offer that I was making was something that was in the best interest of this administration. I thanked him for the opportunity, and I'm looking forward to watching Anthony and Sarah do a tremendous job.
All right, walk us through that to the extent that you can share the conversation. You went in and you said you want to give them a clean slate. Give us a little of the back and forth between you and the president today in the Oval Office.
Well, Sean, I will say this. I've never revealed private conversations that have been privy to the president. I will say, as I mentioned a moment.
You're on your way out. You might as well,
you're right. You know what? You're right. I'm on my way out. Why not? But as I said, I went into the president after we had the discussion early with Anthony and Sarah about what the president's desires were. And I said, sir, I've had the opportunity to think about this. I think it is in the best interest of this administration and your presidency that I give these two individuals the opportunity to operate without me in the way so that they have a fresh start, that I'm not lurking over them. And I think that's in the best interest of the organization, of this administration, and of his presidency. And so there was a bit of a back and forth. He's an unbelievably gracious individual and wanted to make sure that I thought that was in the best interest of myself as well. He's always thinking of others, and I assured him that I would be just fine. He assured me that he would continue to be as supportive as he always has been, and I told him I would stay on for a few weeks to ensure a smooth transition. He accepted that, and then we kept working hard to advance his agenda.
Did you feel in any way that your role had been diminished? I mean, you started sharing the podium with Sarah Huckabee Sanders. Anthony Scaramucci comes in. Did you feel in any way that this was against you? Did you feel you were pushed out in any way, or this was just totally your decision?
No, but as you mentioned, the president obviously wanted to add to the team more than anything. I just think it was in the best interest of our communications department, of our press organization, to not have too many cooks in the kitchen. And so I think that's a good quality. They need the team here that works so hard, so tirelessly to advance the president's agenda, needs clear leadership. And I thought it would be a bit confusing having additional people at the top. And so I wanted to move on to give both Anthony and Sarah that clear lane in each of their respective areas. But look, we've been working tirelessly trying to advance this agenda. There's a lot of people here doing a lot of amazing work on the digital side, on our research side, on our press operation regionally. We had a very successful Made in America week this week, garnering over millions of impressions throughout the country of the amazing things that products that are come from around the country, and that the president's working hard to keep and grow the manufacturing base and the job base around this country. So there is so much to be done, and we've got two additionally talented people that will continue to lead this effort forward.
Let me ask you about, from your perspective, being on that podium. And I've known Tony Snow, Ari Fleischer, our own Dana Perino. From your perspective, being up there, the state of the media, we have this fake news. We've had phony stories. They get advanced. They blow up. Russia obsession. What is your assessment now, 6 months and a day, deciding to step down of the media?
I think most people aren't really privy to how stories are developed and what stories make it to the front page or to the mainstream media, whether it's in print or in broadcast. And I think they'd be shocked and disappointed to see some of the bias that exists in some of the stories that don't get told or the manner in which they are told. I was increasingly disappointed in how so many of the members here of the media do their job, or rather don't do their job, the bias to which they come from it at. And as I mentioned a while ago, I think that there's become a very clickbait mentality among a lot of reporters where they're more interested in their clip or their click than they are about the truth and the facts.